End of round phase. The end of round phase is the last phase in every round. There's only one thing that happens in this phase, and there's only one thing that happens at the end of this phase. During this phase, you check the actual crisis value. Depending on the value, now 4 things can happen. First, if the value is below 30, then nothing happens. Second, if the crisis value is higher than 30 for the first time, the game reaches crisis level 2. By reaching crisis level 2, your maximum hand size grows from 5 to 6, and you will now gain 4 victory points for putting a government card beneath its related stack after you won it. Third, if the crisis value is higher than 50 for the first time, the game reaches crisis level 3. By reaching crisis level 3, your maximum hand size grows from 6 to 7, and you will now gain 5 victory points for putting a government card beneath its related stack after you won it. Fourth, if the crisis value is 100 or higher for the first time, the game ends. Now each player will count the victory points on all cards in his deck, in his discard pile, in his hand, in game under his control, and the victory points he got from putting a government card beneath his related stack. The player with the highest victory points in total will win the game. If there's a tie, each player has to count the cards in his deck, in his discard pile, in his hand, and in game under his control. The player with the most cards wins the game. If there's still a tie, the player who got the most victory points from putting a government card beneath its related stack will win the game. If there's still a tie, roll a die. The player with the highest roll wins the game. If no player got the highest roll, roll again. If the game does not end and there's no winner, then all non-permanent effects ends with the end of this phase. Non-permanent effects are all effects you've got from playing an event, activating an organization, or retiring a personality or an organization. After this, the round starts again with the start phase.